In this lesson, we will learn something extremely important about CSS, priority order. Because style has separated from contents, this means it's possible for the same content to receive different styling commands at the same time. An inevitable result would be a conflict of commands. For example, we've got a p tag. The p tag has been assigned with two classes simultaneously, red and blue. The red and blue classes are trying to set a different color to the same text. So, which would be the winner, the red class or the blue class? Now remember, in the internal CSS, the red class is defined before the blue class. Because of this, the final result showed that the text color is blue. But if we switch the appearance order, we define the blue class selector before the red class selector. What do you think will happen? The text color is now red. Now do you see what I'm trying to show you? When class selectors are competing with each other, whoever is defined in the end will be the winner. This is a very important conclusion. You must memorize it. But the assignment order does not matter. If you define the blue class after the red class, whether you assign the blue class first or the red class first, the text will always be blue. But what if the type selector and class selector are competing with each other? Which one will be most dominant? I can tell you the result straight away. Class selector will always win over type selector. Even if you define the type selector behind the class selector will still win. This is because class selector has a higher priority than tag selector. Definition order in the CSS code only matters for class selectors. And because one HTML tag can only have one ID, and the same ID can only be used once, there is no need for us to do comparisons between ID selectors. But then, what if ID selector is competing with class or tag selectors? Regardless of the appearance order, the ID selector will always win. The conclusion is ID selector has the highest priority. Class property has the second highest priority. The type selector has the lowest priority order. When class selectors are competing with each other, whoever is defined last will make the final decision. But when competing with inline CSS, internal and external CSS will always lose. This means the ultimate priority belongs to inline CSS.